to rain on your channel, live stream. Turn down your phone so you can't hear yourself. Then we are going to copy link and paste. Definitely not pasting. Definitely not pasting in the one with Kyle.
Hayden. About to play Ryan in Madden. Damn. Oh. Yeah, they do. It's on their playlist. Yeah. I thought the same thing.
I made sure to smoke a bowl ganger so I have something to blame if I stink.
Yes! Perfect! I'm gonna sip half a beer.
Ooh, actually, yeah, I do need to crack open a brewski.
Calm my nerves down. A Friday beer, if
Dude,
you will.
I'm kind of. It is also like 69 degrees in my apartment, but I'm fucking like shaking. Maybe that's because I haven't had much to eat today and I had a shit ton of coffee. I don't know.
Probably.
Okay, Coach, we're in the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio.
Yeah, you do get
First
shivers.
Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks.
Oh no, I definitely have it. I have it. No, I have the Rona. That's why I lost.
Between the Buffalo Bills and the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Controller right now. Good luck, Ganger.
You too, Ryan.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
When you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
To the 35
I was
before
there.
they're able to knock him down. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Sanders. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 36-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And on their first drive,
what are you
doing?
Doing?
Staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Going for Metcalf on the... It's caught at the 10. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
First down and goal to go.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10.
Check 6 guys.
They'll run with Sanders. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, but now it's 3rd and goal. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and I think those numbers are going to increase.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year.
No.
As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Touchdown, Browns.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. What's good on the extra point? And it's now a 7-0 game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set. 10 Tucson. And let's get that ball here. Let's get that. General. West.
A first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. Into the shape, free for about 7 up to the 35.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
First down, Bills.
Ready, ready. 60, orange. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Get ready, get ready, get ready. Ready, ready. 50, Mike's 50.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, down at the 31. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. And to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
Is Hayden talking a lot? I muted him a while ago. I could hear gunshots, and I wasn't trying to deal with that.
I just did.
Offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
Xavier Thomas is turning into a beast.
A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
They're going to look to throw. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. They'll drop the throw. He finds McCoy. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders, and he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On first down, Dobbins. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns.
Good run.
It's their quarterback with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have taken the lead.
He's a little slow, like he's slow behind the line of scrimmage.
But this was
But like once he's
he
past the line of scrimmage, he's fine.
It was kind of like, wait, oh, it's open.
Yeah.
Time to hot foot it and go. And boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon.
Just rattled around
ahead,
that.
middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Back to throw now on first down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
So annoying.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Let's go.
And he's going to go down again.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. This for his running back, McCoy. And they will finally get him down up at the 42-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is incomplete.
Damn.
So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
I couldn't either.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get
there's not very many balls
at least you told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
I can get that
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Brings up third down.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw.
Come
Pass
on.
incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
Here we go.
Good game so
Bills
far,
come
Ryan.
to the line to start their next drive. They're close.
Not a lot of
game, but they're
series.
gonna need
Definitely
to do
one of
a
the
little
quicker.
bit better
I was going to
probably
say
here
before
in
the
half
start of
two,
the
you know.
game, this is going to be the quickest user game.
I would guess it in the locker room.
Yeah.
They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it
I
up.
know it's 8 yards, but I don't know. I'm
Now
not
they
getting them
face
down.
a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Check. 53. Check.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide
Fuck me.
open. Complete.
That 99 speed.
Past
fucked
the
that
20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills
There's the clock that Dustin's
touchdown.
talking about.
A big play there. 77 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point.
Here we go,
splits the
tie up.
uprights, and we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Browns drive about to get started. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan is showing you.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His 9th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to regain the lead. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Why'd you take a timeout?
It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
That was called putting my hand,
Set now to
putting
kick
my
this one
gear,
away,
or
and
putting my
off it
controller in my
goes.
left hand while sticking my gear with my right, and that's the only thing.
It's always nice. Hopefully that doesn't come
And
back.
this will be a touchback as that sails over
JK,
the
I hope
line.
it does.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Ready.
third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. Well, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th down.
Are you kidding me? God damn it.
The 40, 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
There we go. We're back.
A great effort there.
I fucking had
His 10th
that.
touchdown of the season.
I realized my backup was in at the last second.
I couldn't get my fucking secondary set.
Tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins.
There we go. Thank God.
7 yards there and a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, Dobbins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Like, I'm right there.
It look easy out there. Another first down. So far
And
in
he's
this
almost
drive, let me
gone.
do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. He'll drop to throw. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Well, officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. And we're back now here in Cleveland. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's McCoy. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 15-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. Dobbins, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
I think that's been the
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw.
Let's go!
Incomplete.
Let's go!
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
God damn
He's got
it.
his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills 1st down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I looked down at my play sheet. And
You watched him. You knew what I was doing.
Plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. That's exactly what they got done.
A little bit of daylight on that 1st down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff looking right.
There we go.
He'll get it down to the 47 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
Where the fuck did my guys go?
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be the... And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Back to throw. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. He'll look to throw.
Fine.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Trey Boston. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. On third down, Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down short of first at about the 31-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
There were no turnovers, right?
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
I think that was
They were
it.
spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter,
I think I punted once as well.
I had a lot of third downs, man.
And dominance is
a lot of
starting
third
to take
and long.
over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Cleveland, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gautin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I can't believe I'm 5-4. I was 5-4. Now I'm 6-4. But I didn't even feel like I was 5-4.
That was a fucking breakout game for Rieger.
It was a breakout game for DK, and JK was eating too much, so whatever.
Yeah, I was going for the win over the upgrade.
Yeah, was going for the win. Same.
Have to.
Yeah. Like, he had 80 yards after the first half, and I was like, I mean, maybe, but...
Yeah.
I was just running too well with JK, and I didn't want to turn the ball over, which I easily could have done a couple of times. I mean, your defenders kind of knocked balls down where...
Yeah, there were a couple times where I was kind of pissed they didn't fucking catch it.
Yeah, I mean, same here, but, Gus's players make those interceptions. Our players don't, unfortunately.
God damn it.